Lakeside Dental Clinic, Go Island, is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic.
If you've spent any time downtown in recent months, you may have noticed that this building, 223 Commercial Street, is getting pretty close to completion. We're going to get a sneak peek inside today. It is the home of Real Estate Webmasters and a whole lot more. With summer officially here, does Nanaimo have enough water to get through the season? And Kelly goes salmon fishing near Nanaimo Bay. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. The renovations here at 223 Commercial Street have been underway for about 2.5 years, and at a cost of $4.5 million, Real Estate Webmasters are implementing some never-before-seen, very innovative ways of doing business here in downtown Nanaimo, and they are being acknowledged for that from the Nanaimo Chamber of Commerce. We're going to check out this building, what's going on, what's the deal, what's new and exciting, what can you learn by how things are being done right here in downtown Nanaimo. But we're going to have another look first at a story that Derek Johnstone brought to us a couple of weeks ago. It's what we tend to do on Fridays. Following a rather dry winter season, we're now fully and officially into summer. Are we going to have enough water to get us through the season? Well, here's Derek Johnstone. You're watching Go Island, and I can honestly say in that all of my time here in Nanaimo, I have never experienced this view before. And the reason it's possible now is because about 3 months ago, this floor was opened up as part of renovations at 223 Commercial Street. This is Morgan Carey. He's the CEO with Real Estate Webmasters. What have you done? Where are we? This is kind of surreal.
Well, we decided that we needed to bring our staff back together. We had 2 facilities, and we love being downtown. We used to be downtown. The building came up for sale. It was the old art gallery, and we just had some vision and wanted to really come down and join the community down here. And so now we have a 14,000 square foot facility for our staff down here. As you can see, the best view we could possibly build, and we're really happy here.
Excellent. Now we're already staking claims for fireworks when those are coming up on Bathtub Long Weekend, right? We're not Long Weekend, but the Bathtub Marine Festival weekend. Now you have 107 employees. Will they all be working out of this building?
No, unfortunately, we grew faster than the construction could keep up with us. So we still have our other 2 facilities. One is at 324 Terminal and the other is at 210 4th Street. So our goal is actually to buy another lot and build another building now that we finish this one, and go to 200 employees by next year.
We hear a lot of stories about businesses struggling, prices making purchasing real estate out of reach, and you just say, Commercial Street, downtown Nanaimo, underpriced, undervalued, now's the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a huge opportunity here. Downtown Nanaimo has had a bad rap over the last decade and maybe more, and we're starting to see a lot of revitalization down here, a lot of investment. We got the hotels coming in, we have the conference center, it's finally starting to get booked. And yeah, I mean, prices are great, and especially if you have a care for the city and you really have a vision for what you want it to become, and we think it's amazing, so it's worth it even if it was overpriced.
It's easy to have conversations and not put things in context for our viewers. Real Estate Webmasters, what do you do? What is your business?
Real Estate Webmasters, we are the largest custom vendor of real estate websites in the entire world. We were recently honored by the Profit 500. We were number 272 in Canada for Canada's fastest growing companies.
Been in business for 10 years now?
Been in business 10 years, $10 million in revenue per year. We're starting to get a lot more attention, a lot more TV spots. We just shot an episode of Dragon's Den, so we can't tell you how that went, but we can tell you that the season starts in September, so you should watch for that.
Excellent, and you should probably get your Shaw subscription up to date so that you can catch that on Shaw. One of the things that we're going to talk about is a new restaurant and a new concept in restaurant that's taking place on the ground floor, and we're on the 4th floor right now. We're getting back to the building now.
Correct.
That's a lot of stairs and there's no elevator. And that's on purpose?
Absolutely. No, we have the option of putting in an elevator, and honestly, aside from our need for space, we want to have a commitment to healthy living, healthy eating, and honestly, a few flights of stairs for our staff are a good thing. And I'm on the top floor, so I could use it probably more than anybody. So.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to have a look at what will be roosters on the ground floor here at 223 Commercial Street. We're going to look into some of the ways that REW is giving back to this community, all coming up after a short break. Still to come today, Kelly goes ocean fishing aboard the Nicely Done and hanging out with a couple of hosers.
Did you know that parking has affected all the meters downtown from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday to Monday? Sundays are free as are statutory holidays.
You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4, and I gotta say that hanging out up here on the 3rd floor of 223 Commercial Street is pretty sweet. Where else can you get a view of the great National Land Building? We've got the Bastion, Coast Bastion. We can see Protection Island and Gabriola, and it's just a really neat bird's eye view of a certain section of downtown Nanaimo. We're gonna throw things over now to Kelly Robinson, who is getting a bird's eye view of an entirely different sort, one that involves fishing in the ocean, looking for salmon. Now, salmon isn't on the regular menu here at what will be Roosters as of July the 20th. It might be an insert special, seasonal special, you never know. But the concept behind Roosters, first of all, it's going to be a restaurant on the bottom floor here, but it's public-private.
Correct.
What does that mean?
Well, we have nearly 100 staff that are going to eat down here pretty much every day of the week. And we used to give them free food at our other facilities, but it became unmanageable, so we decided we were going to provide them with a restaurant instead. And so from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. every single day, the back half of our restaurant is reserved for our staff, but it's open to the public 7 days a week to eat at the front end, and then at dinner time and at breakfast time, it's open completely to the entire public. So come on in for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we're still looking for staff for it, so we're excited to open July 20th, but we do need servers still, we need bussers, we need lots of people, so it's just another way for us to have more employment in downtown Nanaimo, and we're really excited.
What style of restaurant will it be? I mean, we're right here next to the Modern Cafe.
Sure.
So it won't be direct competition, but hopefully an enhancement to the area.
Sure. Stylistically, it'll be a little higher end. It'll be, if you think maybe a Cactus Club meets a local fusion. So we have a lot of locally themed dishes like the Salish steamers. So those are like mussels and clams and whatnot. We have the China Steps rice bowl. So that's like a chicken and rice dish.
You're making me hungry right now. You're making us hungry.
Yeah. We also have the Dragon Boat Sundae. So that's one of our featured desserts.
Okay.
So, yeah, just a play off a lot of the local elements in Nanaimo.
Awesome. So, July 20th.
July 20th, that's correct. 223 Commercial Street.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it is a bit noisy down here. We are quite literally in the middle of a construction zone in a thriving and bustling downtown Nanaimo. We'll be back with more after a short break. We've moved upstairs to the 2nd floor of 223 Commercial Street, and this is the area where what happens, Morgan?
This is our customer support center, so we have tiers 1, 2, and 3 customer support, server level support, as well as our human resources and billing departments.
Now that sounds all awfully official and very work related, but you've just been recognized by the Nanaimo Chamber of Commerce for the Workplace Excellence Award, and that has to do with the culture that you create.
Correct.
In these walls. How do you describe the culture here?
Well, I think we hire for people first, and then we train for expertise. And so, we basically start with a mandate that everything we do has to really benefit the customer and make you feel good about where you work. And so, these folks here, they're the front lines. We tell them that they're our best salespeople because they're in support. They keep customers happy, and by doing so, they make themselves happy. There's you'll see little.
Luke there, rubber ducky?
Rubber duckies and stuff. I mean, we do all kinds of fun stuff, company barbecues, bowling, movie nights. We take every single department out for lunch every month. There's no limit to what we won't do for our staff because they really pull it up for us. So.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Now, there's lots of studies that show that happiness, whether it's in your personal life or in the workplace, is derived from giving back. To the community, and what you get is based on what you give, and you do give a lot back to this community. What are some of the charitable projects that you're involved with?
Okay, so this year, after we won the Workplace Excellence Award, we decided to do a give back program for the summer, basically $100 every single day. And to involve the staff in the project, we allow them to pick which charities or nominate which charities are going to be affected by these donations. So what we do is we let the $100 a day accumulate for an entire month, so $3,000. And during that time, the staff go out and they find their favorite charity and they nominate them. They write a blog post, they share it on the Real Estate Webmaster's Facebook page, and we invite the community to vote on which charity should win the award. And so liking it, sharing it, or making a comment all counts towards the vote count for the charity. The first charity that won was the Nanaimo Child Development Center. The second one was Camp Imidine, so we sent every single child that was requiring assistance. They got to go to camp because of our funding. And this month it is the Red T-Shirt Foundation, so for, it's a society against workplace violence. And so, and then next month we'll be donating, my daughter and I will be going to Halifax, Nova Scotia to donate to Hope for Wildlife. So that's where we are right now with the charities.
Do you think this is the norm for companies nowadays? I don't get the sense that you're the kind of guy that likes to work at the normal bar. You're trying to set it higher, but I think that other companies could follow in your footsteps here.
Unfortunately, not all companies are in a position that we're in to be able to give back and to be able to support the staff in the level that they would want to. It's not for lack of desire, but it does require a certain level of success, and we've worked very hard to get there, and so it's definitely not the norm, but I think there are a lot of people who would love to do this, and would do this once they get to that level, and I've seen it. I've seen a lot of great CEOs give back, and I hope to see more of it in Nanaimo.
Thank you. Just when you think you know what goes on in your community, you meet someone like Morgan and get a behind-the-scenes look at Real Estate Webmasters, now operating out of a newly renovated heritage building, 223 Commercial Street in downtown Nanaimo. Canada Day is coming up on Tuesday. Have you got your plans set? Do you know what it means to be Canadian? That series was a whole lot of fun. Canadian expressions all in lead up to Canada Day taking place on Tuesday. Now, one of the places you can go celebrate, I hear it's the best on Vancouver Island actually, is at the Parksville Community Park. I'll be doing some emceeing there throughout the afternoon. There are fireworks in the evening out in Parksville, and there's a great lineup of entertainment for the entire family. If you're not there at the park, you can be watching Our Canada, Our Home on Shaw TV stations across the country from 6 a.m. until midnight on July the 1st. Thanks for watching this edition of Go Island from the third floor of 223 Commercial Street, enjoying the view of downtown Nanaimo. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Lakeside Dental Clinic Go Island is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic, a division of the Vancouver Island Implant Centre, delivering dental services, including dental implants and sedation dentistry, all under one roof. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.